All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, double honors to the elder and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the brothers that's out there teaching the word in truth and sincerity and love of the gospel. All right, I'm back at it again with website that I had seen on Google. The website is called businessinsider.com. It just gets about a description of how this guy from British. He for Britain, he had got the microchip and basically explained what was he going around doing with it. But as it says in March 2000. It says in March 2009, British researcher Mark Gasson. It says had a chip injection under the skin of his hand. It says the chip is a slightly more advanced version of the tag used to track pets turned Gaskin into a walking swipe card. And what they said about that advanced version about a tracking chip in pets is they got them out right now because I have a cat actually today. I had got him from the Humane Society, and they was telling me things about him, and they said my that he has a microchip implanted in a thin layer of fat. A thin layer between his fat and his skin, right below his neck, so they can track him wherever he goes in case I lose him or anything. And so which they've been had it, which they've been had it out. Me and my father used to deliver papers back in 2010, 2009, and we had seen when they were had just like started to bring this bring this chipping animals into effect. All right. That tag in pets is actually, live and current today, because my cat that I have right here is chipped. All right. It says with a wave of a wrist, he could open security doors at a University of Reading laboratories where he experiment was being conducted, and he could unlock the cell phone just by crawling it. It says a a year later, Gaskin infected his own implant with a computer virus, one that he could pass on to other computer systems if the building networks were programmed to read his chip. As Gaskin breathed 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 breezed around the working place, spreading the virus and corrupting computer systems, certain areas of the building became incapable to his colleagues. It says at the time of the experiment, theo- theoretical physicists and other of the future of minds, Mikhail Kayuk told Fox News that discrimination to the ability to spread infection was a important point because we're going to have more chips in our bodies and clothes. Thousands of Americans have implanted medical devices, including pacemakers, which are inserting into the chest of treatments of abnormal heart rhythm and colloidal implants which help deaf people to hear. All right, so what's that, man? What's that basically saying is, man, this white man is this so-called white man is trying to be like the Most High, man. It just says in the scriptures, man. If you read the book of Psalms, the 10th chapter, and Isaiah, the 14th chapter. All right, this man is trying to be like the Lord, man. When the Lord was making miracles, man, making the blind see and the deaf to hear, it says which helps deaf people to hear. All right, and if it helps deaf people to hear, what else do you think this chip is going to be able to do, man? It's going to be able to probably make blind people, see through their eyelids or give sight back, man. Now, if they're basically bringing this forth and making it sound all these benefits, saying, okay, yeah, it can do this, it can do this. People's gonna sound appeal to that, man. And all these tech savvy motherfuckers out here, man, is gonna go right with it. All right, they're gonna take hold on this and then go, like, oh yeah, I need this in my life, Thinking it's basically like an SD card put into their skin. with infinite amount of space in it. All right. It says back to the article. It says, but the future, Gaskin said, is going to focus on implantable technology for healthy people. Part of the reason is that we continually looking for ways to make our lives easier, which is basically America in a nutshell, man. That's why you got so many fucking fast foods everywhere, man. Everything's on the go. Everything is basically here. I want to get it right now, right fast, man. People don't have no patience no more, man. They don't have a time to. Matter of fact, that demon got me on me yesterday, man. I was gonna cook a food. I was gonna cook me some food, and the chicken had just got done. And I was really hungry. I wanted to eat it. I was like, wait a minute, I gotta make the sides, and I gotta make me something to drink and everything. I was like, man, I was kind of impatient. I was like, man, oh man, I kind of just want to go to the store and buy me something to drink. So I was like, but man, forget that, man. I might as well just go. I got all the ingredients in here. It's just that lazy demon is out here, man, and it's getting a hold on people, man. And then when people hear about this chip saying it make their life much faster and easier, they're gonna fall hook, line, and sinker right into it. All right. It says the question is whether we're willing to accept both the intentive or unknowing consequences that come with giving us partial control of our bodies to technology. All right. It says unknowing consequences. What's the unknowing consequences, man? Them the Lord not dealing with you no more. All right. That is the unknown consequences, man. Because if you get that mark of the beast, man, the Lord is basically saying He's destroying you. All right. The moment you make that thought in your mind, 100%, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get this mark of the beast, man. This is basically, I need to get this. It can help me a lot, and whatever, however you think about in your little stupid little brain head of yours. Whenever that moment comes in your mind, man, the Lord is basically saying He's not dealing with you, man. You're not one of His people. When I talk about this, I'm talking about Israel, because the Lord's only coming back for Israel. And to get even deeper today, He's only coming back for the 1/3 of Israel. All right, but to stay on the surface level, He's only cares about Israel. So as far as all these other nations getting the chip and everything, He doesn't really care about that. All right, He's not worried about these other nations because He's not dealing with them. All right. Um. So yeah, basically it just shows you how little the I'm gonna put the link in the description so brothers can read on further on it. It just basically it shows you a description. It actually shows you him getting it implanted in him right here. They have the little needle. They pull it. They pinch his skin right between his thumb, pull his skin, pull the flesh to make the chip come out, and it's right there implanted up underneath the skin. It says it right here. It says the chip implant in Gaskin thumb through it rough in the shape of the size of a grain of a rice. It says function that is a tiny computer. It can store information like a small USB memory stick. The chip appears as an extremely small that through visible bump on the side of a finger. It doesn't freak people out quite a bit, Gaskin said, but it doesn't look. It doesn't look. I think it's a typo. I don't even know what that word is. Gorakasan. It doesn't look Gorakasan. I don't know how to say that word, but anyways, yeah. They said it looks like a small little bump of the side of the finger. So it's probably look no more bigger than probably a mosquito bite than on the side of your finger that's on your right hand. All right. So basically, man, this dude, man, he got the computer chip, and it says it right here. It says Gaskin has no, and it says Gaskin has no plan to remove this chip. All right. Not like if he can, like he has an option to or not. All right, because once you get that chip, basically that's it. Game over, man. It says Gaskin says the chip did not immediately feel like a part of his body, but the disindentation faded away. Time as he used the chip more and more. Unlike keys or a phone, you do not have to think about carrying this type of device, and use seamless and they use seamless. Then they, it's like it says, do not think about carrying this type of device around. And they use it and forget about it. So basically, he's basically saying, people even forget they even have the chip because they don't have to worry about, oh, do I got my chip? Do I got my chip? Where's my chip? I got to get it in my pocket. They don't, people don't care about that. And it says, look, you guys see a guy right here actually using the chip to unlock his door to go inside his house. Boom. Unlocks his door and he goes right into his house. All right. So basically, man, they're getting ready for the ship, man. There's nothing you know. There's nothing you can basically do to prevent this ship to being brought out. Basically, shocker. There's nothing you can do that can basically stop this chip from being brought out, man. All right. The Lord has said it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that scripture right here. It says it in Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. It says and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number in the number of his name. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and the number is 600 three scores and six. All right, so man, it was basically, man, 666. All right, but let's go back a little further. Let's go back a little bit. It says both small and great. So basically, if you're not that popular on the earth, if you're really popular on the earth, rich and poor. If you're really rich on the earth, if you're a mediocre, basically deadbeat slum in the ghettos or in the trenches of the streets. It says free and bond. All right, so basically, when it says free and bond, it's basically talking about everybody else over here in America, which is bond, especially the Israelites. All right, and then free, which is basically them guys that's over there in the other nation, that basically the other nations. All right, to receive a mark in their right hand. All right, or in their forehead. Now, when you hear that word right hand, it doesn't just mean, okay, if I get it in my left, that's okay. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse, is it 9 or 4? I think it's 9. It is. Here it is. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. It says, and I saw a throne, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, which is the elect. It says, and for the word of God, and he and which had this is and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hands. Hands, plural. So basically either one. Right hand, left hand. It doesn't matter which one you're receiving. If you get that chip anywhere on your body, man, you're going off. And the Lord's gonna destroy you, alright? And they live and reigned with Yahweh Shah Mashiach 1,000 years. All right, which is talking about the elect. All right. So basically, yeah, man, that's all I want to talk about, man. It was just a quick hit. I want to bring out this article. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. So brothers can read up on it if you want to bring it out at your camp or anything. I also Googled what is the RFID chip. Even Google know about it, man. It says a radio frequency device RFID use electronical magnetized field to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects. It says the objects contains electronical storage information. All right. So what's the storage information? It's gonna have your birth certificate on it, your social security number, your probably your phone number, your bank account, all your information about you, man. So you don't have to carry around a wallet, your money. Yeah, basically a wallet and a purse is gonna be a thing of the past. Not so much as purses because women carry little things to doll themselves up with, lipstick and shit like that. But as far as a man, he doesn't have to carry a wallet around no more, man, because all his information is going to be in that mark and that chip. All right. All his money is going to be in there. All his identification is going to be in there. His health records, all that, man. That chip is going to know everything about a person. All right. So that's basically all I want to bring to the table. We're willing to edify some of you brothers, man. Until next time, bro. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the brothers that's out there that's pushing the truth in love and sincerity and love of the gospel. Shalom.